Did you click it?
Welcome to the Russell Hantz Show with one of my favorite villains of all time. Hi.
Hey,
Cody.
let's go, baby. We figured it out.
So, where I met Cody from is I was watching this little show on MTV called Stranded with $1 million. And as I was watching him, he became the biggest villain in TV history, bigger than Russell Hantz, bigger than Johnny Fairplay. He didn't lie on his kids. He didn't lie on his wife. And he didn't say his grandmother was dead. What he did was he pooped in the drinking water.
And they drank it. And they enjoyed it.
They enjoyed it because it did have probably had a little protein in it or something.
It was good for their it builds the mitochondria levels.
Yes. So we're live now. This will be posted on my YouTube page with we're going to talk Survivor 40. We're going to do this once a week with Cody. He's my co-host for my live show. I have all kind of stuff going on. We have the audio with Bernice. We have my personal thoughts by myself, and we have the live with Cody. We do not have this, set up properly right now. We're still figuring all this out. We're not as smart as Fairplay and them, I guess, because I'm trying to get this board hooked up with it. Bet you he don't have one of these babies.
Does Johnny do a YouTube channel too?
He does the YouTube channel, but he does this stuff and then he streams it. He does the lives, then he posts it on his YouTube, just like this is going to be posted. But he doesn't do any, like I interact with the fans directly. I'll sit there and I'll talk top 10 this, top 10 that. Dr. Phil in the house. How you doing, Dr. Phil?
Is his pre-recorded or does he do it like this?
People famous, Mr. Phil.
The comment section is pretty cool with this.
Yeah, you got a comment section. I can make us do different. Look, watch. Ooh, what happened?
Oh shoot! I don't know if I like that. I think this is probably better. Fill up the screen.
Say, little man. Right. Then I can
learning how to work it. Let's go. The possibilities are endless now with the YouTube channel. So
this is the first time that I've used this. I give Johnny's podcast. What's the name of his podcast? You know the name of it? I'll call it Johnny.
NFSW, but I'm not sure what that stands
for.
for.
I give him credit for this. He did this with me, and I'm like, I got to learn.
Say, Aaron, look what Aaron donated. $1.99, $2.
Appreciate it, Aaron.
Towards the Russell Hantz Foundation. Tell him what the Russell Hantz Foundation does, Russell.
So, the Russell Hantz Foundation is going to go in Russell Hantz's pocket. No, what we're going to do is I have a Patreon group, and in the Patreon group, every single penny that they have put in there goes back to the podcast and the YouTube channel. We're growing. You're seeing us grow. I'm talking right now on a $4,000 Mac that the Patreon group that's watching me right now up here, they're watching me live because they watched me do the whole 9 yards because they get that special privilege. Because I have people that's been with me for years, and since this all started and haven't left yet. And now we're about to make this thing blow up, and to make that happen, I appreciate the donations. Donations will go strictly to the YouTube, the podcast. I'm getting one of them really nice cameras. I need that. I need some more lighting. I need more mics. Right now we need a lot of things. So, but I appreciate what we do have, and it's a blessing. My guys up here, my patrons watching me with the do all the setup, and then I'll turn that live. I'll turn the Patreon group live with me just throwing my phone around here, put this here, because it's the backstage stuff. So they get to see all that stuff. The link to the Patreon, Cody, can you put the link up? I don't know.
Shoot,
I don't
I'll
know.
put it in. Shoot,
What's
I'll try to figure it out, bro.
that? What's the
So,
link?
I need to find it. I'll find it real quick.
We'll put the link in the description when this is all finished on the YouTube page.
So, guys, if you haven't been following Russell's YouTube channel, he's had it for about a year now. About a year ago, I drove out to Houston, and he was doing the tiny house stuff. And he's been working really hard the past year, and now it's like finally picking up steam. But he's put in a lot of effort into this, and he's really had a vision. So it's been cool to, like, I've helped him edit a little bit and stuff like that and figure it out. But it's been cool to watch his hard work pay off, because really his first, like, 6 months or so, there really was.
It was rough because everybody thinks, oh, you Russell Hantz, it's going to blow up. It doesn't work like that. If you don't put time and effort into it, then you're just not going to get it. Another $1.99 from Julie Lockhart. She loves me. Love my YouTube channel. Maybe she's single and we can work this out. I was by myself on Valentine's Day. You believe that, Julie? Julie, you could have been hanging out with me. So anyway, we're gonna talk season 40. I just want to talk a little bit about what's going on with the podcast and everything that we have going on. Cody has a YouTube channel as well. I know one thing he does. I know he's trying to do a lot, but he's helped me from the beginning, from day one. We had 1,000 subscribers. We were so excited that me and my son ate an onion. 1,000 subscribers. We were excited. Now we'll have 20,000 subscribers next week. What you think? Next week sometime.
That's the goal. So what, you're at 15,100? So look, here's another thing. It's a crazy thing that happens on YouTube. And I've seen it happen on your channel, man, because you have some videos with 60,000 views.
Right.
I think. These people watch the videos and then they don't subscribe. So if you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed,
dude, it is.
Please. It helps so much.
This makes no sense. I guess I don't know the YouTube world and all this. I'm new to all this stuff. I don't know computers. I don't know none of this stuff I have around me, but I'm learning as I go along. I might mess up, but we're trying to fix everything. Now, it's crazy to me that 66 yesterday, 66% of you guys that watch these videos are not subscribers. 66%. And then it went, in a couple of days, it went to 64%. So that's going in a positive direction. The thing is, if you enjoy it, if you're watching it, then subscribe, because you're going to get perks. I try to I don't just go down the comments and press thumbs up, heart, all that stuff. I do hit thumbs up and heart when I like the comments, but I read every comment. I try to go down and read the comments. Sometimes it gets, I'll go to one video, I'll start going down the comments, all of them. So if you comment on one video and that's the one I'm commenting on, I just go down and do all of them, every single one of them, especially the ones with my kids involved, because they like to see, when I'm doing movie reviews, they like that. So if you really want something to say to me, say it on the movie reviews, because I really read them, because my kids, it's just a few there instead of thousands of them. So we are going to talk season 40 Survivor. I haven't been excited for Survivor in a long time. How about you?
Yeah, same. I think, I don't know how everyone feels. I mean, there's some hardcore super fans in here that live for every episode, every season, but the excitement level is higher than it's been in years, I think, for everyone.
I don't know how the excitement was for season Heroes versus Villains, because I was new to the game, but I'm assuming it was pretty exciting when everybody found out who was coming back, So I think Heroes versus Villains was probably a pretty good scale of how this one is and the excitement for this one. But I'm seeing a lot from Jeff, CBS. I'm seeing a lot of posts and a lot more than usual, that like they're ready to amp this thing up. And we're running. We got episode 1, and It's great. The craziest thing to me about episode 1 is how pissed Sandra got for not knowing that Rob was on the season. Now, do you think that was a good move by Rob or a bad move that he didn't involve Sandra? That he knew. Don't let anybody fool you. He knew he was coming back when he was playing season 39. Because I'm reading some comments and some people say, "Oh, he didn't know he was coming back, so he couldn't have told him." He knew, and he didn't tell her for a reason. So
Well,
what do you think?
I thought that she was mad that he didn't tell her that his wife was coming out there.
No, she said that he didn't tell her that he was going out there.
Pretty crazy. I thought that was one of those things where she was just helping producers out with a little clip. Where they were kind of they were pretending not to know. I mean, obviously they both knew they were going out there.
I don't think that she knew. I really think some people think that too, but I seen it in her face. She was so mad that she voted off Rob's wife because she was so mad at Rob for not letting her know. She votes off. If they did know and talked about it, then why in the world would she gun for his wife?
Yeah, they definitely didn't. I don't know. They didn't. I guess they didn't talk about. I interpreted it, and maybe one of the people watching this can confirm this. But I thought that she was upset that when she saw Amber, like she was like, "Oh, I knew Rob was going to play," and they probably talked about that a lot, just out of boredom because they're sitting there doing nothing for 39 days. But I thought she was mad when Amber showed up, and I was like, "Hey, you didn't let me know that your wife was coming. We could have had a solid little 3 right there." But
they said we have an echo.
Well, crap. That's probably me. Probably my fault.
I don't think it. I mean, I don't hear too much of an echo.
Whose audio is echoing? And look, it can't be perfect.
No, if it's echoing, it's barely on your side, but not much at all. I mean, it's. No, I don't think so. No echo. Somebody said.
Okay,
so
thank goodness.
Another no echo. So. Yeah, so I thought that was very interesting that went down. What do you? I want to just go right into a few things. I don't want to go, inch by inch like they do in Rob C's podcast, where he does every step of the game. I do that on my podcast, but I don't want to do that here. I want to talk more about directly players in, specifically like Rob. The reason I'm talking about him so much this episode, because it was all about him. He was in control of the episode, and he's going around and he's doing the things the Rob lovers say that, he's playing a good game. He's doing what he's doing needs to do. He's being it's a calculation of aggression. No, it's not. It's bullying. He's going up to these certain people and he's bullying them to make them do what he wants to be done. And I'll say it right now, that's a short-term play. That's not a long-term play. Not with this gang of people.
It's weird, man, because think if you did the exact same thing Rob did in that episode, people would be acting like, "Oh, Russell's an idiot. He's too aggressive." Because Rob was very direct, right? He just directly asked, "Have you heard someone say my name?" And he got what he needed. But
we got a $3 donation from Todd.
Hell yeah. Todd is the top donator
Who do you think will be the villain this season? Oh, man. It's obvious that it's Rob right now, but long-term villain, you know what? I think Tyson's going to have to stab a few backs to get further in the game.
Man, that's what I was going to say too.
Really? What also freaks me out is before the game, I've always said that the best player, the best winner of all times is Kim. I've always said that. Now she's making me look bad because now when she's under pressure and actually playing with people that know how to play the game, she looks like she doesn't know what to do. You know, she is so shocked. She even cried because she was in so much pressure and didn't know which way to go. And she even said, "Hey, I'm used to being in control of everything." Now she wasn't. So my question is, was she so good because her cast was so bad? That's what's showing us now? Are we seeing with our own eyes that these players that weren't that we thought were good really weren't that good?
I mean, I think it's tough, man, because when you see people play 2 seasons, or even when you see people play 4 or 5, the sample size is so low. Like even how you went home, one of the first tribals, Survivor Australia, right? Like even the best players are going to go home early sometimes and look like crap.
Right.
But I do think it will expose people, because a lot of people win seasons, man, where like there's not very many people playing, especially the older Survivor winners that won like the first, I'd say like 10 seasons. If you go on CBS All Access and try to rewatch any of those seasons, nobody's playing. Literally, like if you say the word alliance, they act like you're just the most unethical piece of crap human. So there's a lot of winners that won just because somebody has to win. And I said this on your podcast a lot. It was Wendell's season when you were gone for Survivor Australia, and I was doing your podcast without you. Kind of crazy. Right. But to me, I felt like Wendell and Dom were doing things that season where it was like, dude, like if y'all are lucky, you're playing with a bunch of sheep, and there's no, you're not playing with a bunch of sheep this season.
It matters. And then I seen on somewhere I seen Richard Hatch talk about how, oh, he played. He's like, I played full speed ahead. Guess what happened with how he won? He won by picking the right number. If he would have picked the wrong number, then the other person would have won. If they had a guy on that season that was voting alphabetical order, like he would vote out the next person alphabetically.
Dude,
so
when
you tell me that you played with people that knew how to play, it's just silly because you didn't.
People were making their final vote for $1 million. They were saying pick a number 1 to 1,000. Like people would do that back then.
Somebody said Hatch's podcast is terrible. I don't think Hatch has a podcast.
He's got a little YouTube channel. What do you think of his YouTube channel, and why do you think he wasn't chosen for the winner's season?
I think that he wasn't chosen. I think he's correct. He says it on his YouTube channel. I watch a few of them, but he said that he wasn't chosen because of what happened in season 39. All the touchy-feely stuff I don't know what happened down, but the so-called inappropriate stuff hurt that season, and it hurt CBS and Survivor and the game. Nobody liked it. CBS didn't like. Couldn't have liked it. SEG, which is Survivor, they couldn't have liked it. So what they wanted they couldn't have Richard out there. Richard gets naked. He, walks around naked, and he does challenges naked, and that's inappropriate. I don't care if you're gay or straight. That's inappropriate. So they were afraid that type of thing would happen again. They chose not to go that direction. So I think because of 39, Richard didn't play 40.
Don't you think they could have just told him, hey, man, like this went down on season 39. We just need you to not get naked this time.
Yeah, but he's not a safe player. He's not a yes man. He's not an easy to make do certain things. They needed to be safe, and I did a top 8, the 18 people that weren't playing. And it's interesting to me that all of the people that's recently been arrested for whatever, that they're not on this season. You don't have Todd out there, which he wasn't arrested, but he was recently publicly on Dr. Phil for drinking too much. I think that they didn't want to bring him back into that environment. Then you have people like JT. They got in trouble while he was playing. His last time he played, he got in a little bit of trouble. I don't know. I wasn't there. I just heard stories that poor JT gotten a ton. Like I heard quote he almost died. That was
That's
quoted
crazy.
that he got into some serious trouble, and CBS directly had to bail him out. So that's it. Then that's why he also made my never play again list. We all make mistakes sometimes. We all do stupid things sometimes. I'm not saying that JT's still that person that did that. Hatch, I don't think he would do things inappropriate this time around. I think he would play aggressively, but I don't think he would do anything when it comes to that type of inappropriateness that happened in season 39. So we do make mistakes. We grow. We go further in life, and we become better people. I'm sure JT has become a better person, and he regrets that now, I'm sure, and wishes that he could have got to play, because it's crazy he's not there.
Yeah, so a lot of people, I know you read the YouTube comments. I don't know how much Hatch is reading his YouTube comments, but a lot of people are requesting a Richard versus Russell season. I guess similar to where you had your tribe and Boston Rob had his. What would you think of something like that going down in the next year or two? Y'all are both the top two YouTubers right now.
I'll go ahead and say we're the top YouTubers. But I'll go ahead and say that I do not. He thinks he can play with the. I consider myself more of a new school because I'm like the beginning of the new school. He's the old school. When I started, it started a whole new gameplay, and I don't think he can play with us. I think he. Nobody's going to ask him to choose a number now. Nobody's going to vote in alphabetical order. I seriously think he can't play the game these days, and he thinks he can. But I don't think he can. I just don't.
I think both of y'all would be in a horrible spot because you'd be such huge targets. There's some people that the way they play, it's kind of like they play in like 80% or 90%, right? So they're playing hard. They're playing harder than almost anyone else. But there's people that just aren't built for a returning season, if that makes sense. So there's some people like you and I think Richard as well, where the first time y'all go out there, and I think even if he went out there for the first time season 19 instead of the first season, he would have been just fine. Because the way he handled that first season, I was on the first season of Stranded. When you're given rules that you've never seen before and you've never seen anyone play with that structure before, and you're the only one that can like digest those rules and start executing. Like he was the only one that thought to make an alliance on season 1. So he deserves a lot of credit for that. But if y'all played again,
who wouldn't do that?
He was the only one, bro.
Yeah, but
however many people,
the way I think, the way you think, I may not have called it an alliance, but I would have been like, hey guys, let's get together and vote the same way. Yeah, that's a great idea.
We both wrote up 100%, but he was the only one that did it. And so what's crazy is like Survivor season 1, if he wasn't cast, then there's a good chance that literally nobody would have made an alliance, which is freaking insane, man. Oh, it's insane.
Nobody, they would have just sat there and that makes no sense to me.
So similar to how, like, if you guys played again, I really think I think no matter what situation, even if you were on an all returnee season, you'd be in a tough position, a position where I would say that you would almost have no chance of winning just because the hatred towards you and everything like that, which doesn't take anything away from it.
This is a deal with me playing again. If me and CBS or SEG comes up with an agreement, then I would probably play again. But I could easily see me saying, like, let's say they're doing a Legend season and I'm not there. I'll play this back when this happens. I can easily see me coming on here saying we couldn't agree on certain agreements, so I decided not to do it. Because, there's things that have to be done for me to play. I can't just go out there and play because
What scenario do you think you could win? Because I really don't think there's any chance. Shoot. I'm going to call Russell, guys. I don't know if I'm out or if he's out. Shoot.
You hear me?
Yo,
You got me?
Am I frozen or? Oh, shoot.
No, we're good now. You're calling me, though.
I know. I was calling you. I don't know if I got froze out or you got froze out, dude. I was like, oh,
I don't know what happened. So that's another thing we got to make sure happens. Is nobody tricks over my cords and the Wi-Fi stays good.
Hey, those similarly to how I feel like you'd be at a really disadvantage if you returned and played again. I think Jeff Probst is an interesting one because Richard says Jeff can't play.
Yeah.
But I think Jeff, if he were never the host of Survivor and say he played for the first time, I think he'd dominate, man, because I think what he does takes as much skill as anything out there.
Yeah, Richard says Jeff couldn't play the game. What, he couldn't, the game that Richard, I keep saying it, the game Richard played, he played with a bunch of nobodies that didn't know how to play the game. That's what's happened with Kim right now. She's playing with people that actually knows how to play. Now she's freaking out. Richard would do the same thing. I would make Richard freak out so bad he wouldn't know what to do with himself. He would lose control and probably get kicked off the show because he would lose his mind because my mind would overwhelm his, period. That would happen. So, and Jeff could 100% play that game. It shows you right there. Richard thinks that he couldn't play. Richard thinks that one of the greatest hosts in the history of the game, in the history of reality TV history. Like, he doesn't have a script. You remember this. When he meets all 20 people for the first time, they got 20 people. When I played 19, he didn't know anybody. He calls everybody by name. And he says, hey, so-and-so, what do you think about, who do you think the strongest is? That's how they did that first episode. But and every time somebody's answering a question, he is thinking of the next question immediately in his head as he's looking at everybody's reaction. If somebody has a crazy reaction, the question in his head changes to another question. That, like, he's on point what to say at all times. And so what I'm saying is he's strategic in his head already. So if we played Survivor, that's what you need. You need that strategic mind, And he says, oh, I may say something. People ask him this all the time, especially recently. And he said, maybe he may say something and not even know he just said it. I don't believe that for a second. I believe he would stay calm. I think he would do what he had to do to get further in the game. But he'll never play. We'll never get to see that happen. If he did play, they'd probably vote him off early because he's Jeff Probst. But if nobody knew who he was and he went out there and played the game of Survivor, he would dominate.
Yeah, I'm on the same page as you. Someone commented. Yeah, so someone commented in the comment section. I didn't see who it was. They said he wouldn't do well. But we're talking about, like, hypothetically, if he wasn't the host and he was and he hadn't hosted and he just went in there, man, he'd crush it for all the same reasons you said, because his ability to think multiple steps ahead. Hosting, I think, takes more, like, hosting on the level he hosts on takes more skill than playing at a high level. So he would, no question, play at an extremely high level. I think he'd win any season where it's like just average people.
Somebody said they like Cody on that Top Gun show.
Did you see that? I don't know what that is.
I might be talking about you on that Top Gun show with Tom Cruise. Well, who is that you were playing?
Oh, he said Cole. I don't even know what you're talking about, bro.
I don't know.
Let me Google it. Maybe
what's going on. So I think Cody. Oh, he's talking about Cody on that Top Gun show where he was. Kobe's a piece of trash. He'll never be the host of Survivor. That will never happen. If he is, I'll sure.
Dude,
shot.
He wasn't.
I'm like, that's with Tom Cruise, huh? Kobe played with Tom Cruise.
This one right here.
That guy.
So he got exposed when he returned. So he was one of those dudes that he didn't really even dominate if you rewatch it, but he was a huge fan. He was a fan favorite. Right. And then when he replayed with real players, he sucked.
Yeah, that's a good point. Look what happens. He did extremely well when he played. When he came, James called him the fat Superman. No, he called him Superman suit. Like, it's Kobe in a fat suit. It's Superman in a fat suit.
Hey, Mel W with the donation. Let's go.
What's happening in the hills? He said that I'm her favorite player. That's right.
Mel, don't let me be catching you saying that to other Survivor YouTubers.
We're watching you, Mel W. Where's your picture? Where's your picture? It's kind of Mel W donation.
Hey, what's up, Eager Turtle? Eager Turtle's a big Survivor.
Eagle Turtle. Eagle Turtle has his little YouTube thing that has all kind of like all kind of views. But I don't think they can be monetized because he uses the footage directly.
Eager Turtle was one of the first subscribers. And
he was.
I believe it's a he. We've never really met the person behind the account, but they helped us out a lot in the beginning. They were getting us some content on those first reaction videos he did.
Right. Yeah, so like he said, he came all the way down here. We set up. We did some with the green screen with my reaction, which are absolutely garbage when it comes to this because you can't use no content. We didn't even know that. So
they're good videos though. They haven't been taken down. I don't think. I think they're like some.
W says love you. Who's that walking behind me? Shut the door.
Who is that?
I'm doing a podcast. Leave me alone.
Oh shoot, okay. Nathan over. Here we go.
What's Nathan saying?
Oh, good point. He's talking about how Richard caught fish, and they literally didn't vote him out because he was catching fish. Because that's back.
The only reason he didn't get voted out. I believe Nathan is 100% right. And with that type of group of people, that's voting people just mathematically and by their, alphabetically, of course they're going to keep the person catching fish.
Look at Jared.
Another 5 from New Zealand. New Zealand I got to go to New Zealand, man.
We're going on tour. We're going on tour eventually. That's the plan. In the tiny house.
He says that my Kelly vote out gave him the chills. It gave me the chills too. That was my moment. That was my 2 strikes. Bottom of the 7th, bottom of the 9th, about to lose the game, and the bases loaded. That was it right there. That was my grand slam. That was the biggest moment for me ever, and that I've ever had, because we wasn't sure if it was going to work or not. We didn't know exactly what was going to happen, so. Pretty amazing that everybody voted for me. Then the other Kelly beat that. The other Kelly Wentworth, I had 8 people voted for me. She beat my record and had 9 people voted. Like how? Like when have you not learned to split the votes? I don't know. Keep hope alive.
So
Who is Cody Thrive? He's Cody Thrive right there. He was on MTV. We have 235 live viewers right now. Can you see that, or only I see that?
I got a couple tabs open, so I could
see. We can literally email someone right now and put them on, can't we?
Oh shoot, you could. Are you trying to do that right now, bro? Someone drop their email.
Let's try.
Someone drop their email. I'll send you the link.
Somebody drop their email right now. We get a link sent to you, and can you send the link, or I have to?
I could probably send the link.
We got a 275 in the house. What is that?
Boston Rob, eat my Willie. I like it.
Keep my Willie. You rock, Russell. 275. I don't know how he got to that number.
Hey, where is
279?
Willie? Where is Willie at, anyways?
Willie's around here somewhere. He's around here. Dr. Fields in the house. Doctor, stop making idiots famous. I just wanted to tell Dr. Phil that.
Dr. Phil's got a hell of a YouTube channel, man.
Oh, does he?
That's one of my favorite YouTube channels. They just have the viral moments.
He's making these crazy people famous, though. You know?
I guess.
I wish I knew, like, Kelly Wentworth would get her own. Just pop them up. So I think my guys are watching me up there.
So wait, get one of your Patreon members, man. Email the link. Give me their email or whatever. We'll send it to them.
Oh, Scott, what's your email address? Let me get Scott on.
Russell, send me his email in the private chat. So on the StreamYard page.
Scott, go to the go and put your email down.
Hey, and so right now at least, and I think Russell will always do it, even no matter how many Patreons he has, but he makes like genuine friendships with all the Patreon members. Like he'll text everyone and call people and stuff. I have my
Patreon group right now watching. I would turn the computer around, but I was scared to mess something up live. They watched me set it up. They watch all that stuff. If you want to be part of that, go to my Twitter page, Russell Hance. And I think I have that link on my Twitter page. You can check that out.
I put the link in the description of this video as well. I did it.
I'm starting to get, I post private stuff sometimes with them. Some of them have my personal phone number. Some of them ask me for advice, whatever it may be. So do you think that this season is going to be better than Heroes versus Villains?
I don't think anything can compare to that, but it's going to be it'll be the best season since then, probably, you could say. But yeah, you can't go back in time. This is the closest thing we'll get to being able to go back in time to like when Survivor was at its peak. Just because of social media, YouTube, things like that, the attention is other places than cable television. Jeff Probst doesn't seem to understand that, or maybe he does and he just pretends not to. But there's no kids watching Survivor. Like when I was 12 years old, all the 12-year-olds were watching Survivor. Nowadays, 12-year-olds are watching, YouTube and TikTok.
I wonder if I can get on here and look at it where I can see I probably can't. But I like to see what's going on and the people that's viewing the show and the different audience that I have. And what's shocking to me is 70% are guys. 70. I would have thought I had a little bit more of the ladies watching. What's wrong, ladies? Come on. And it's I have people from Iraq and Iran and Israel have like 5% of people watching me from there. It's insane. It's so crazy to know that people from around the world know who you are. It's crazy.
It is pretty crazy.
Number one's America, of course. America. Number two is Canadians. They're the second on the list, and then the third is Australia.
So Survivor's huge in Australia.
Then New Zealand, then South Africa. It's crazy to me.
I met an Australian rugby player. He plays rugby in America, but he was telling me that he's seen all the American Survivors, but he doesn't even watch Survivor Australia.
So this guy said, I disliked this video.
Hey, it's all good. As long as you hit one of the thumbs, you know what I'm saying? We just need that engagement.
Hey, as long as you here watching, aren't you?
As long as you're watching. But if you guys could actually like kind of counterbalance it and hit thumbs up.
Then he said, P.S. I'm not Philip Shepard. He's Boston Rob. It's Sandra. I knew it. Oh, man. So we learning this. This is interesting. I'd like to get a little better audio because when I did it with Johnny, everybody had a mic. They had the audio. I was doing it from my board, actually, my rod caster. board. And it just was, everything flowed. But I like how I can make you little.
Hey, there you go.
Make you little. Bam. This is for the ones that just want the little people on the sides. Same side. Or I just do me. Look. Oh no, I think that's the same one. Or
Bob said this audio is way better than Johnny Fair plays. So I think the audio is good enough, man. I think this will get the job done. I know using the soundboard and stuff's what you're gonna do for the podcast, but
right.
This gets the job
get better.
done.
We'll get better and better as this goes along. You know, the whole thing. This is why I'm gonna post this on my YouTube, but the reason I don't really like posting things like this is because, especially the audio, is because it's an hour long usually. And who is going to sit there? I know you say you do, but who's really going to sit there and listen to audio on YouTube?
A lot of people do, actually. There's podcasts that are primarily through
YouTube.
We
got 222 people here. Which one of you guys will sit there and listen to audio on YouTube? Say yes or no. Be honest.
If you have YouTube Premium, you can exit out of it and explore Instagram or Twitter or whatever while you listen to the audio.
They say
they all say they will, bro. I told you. There we go.
Yes. What's y'all lying to me? Look, my battery is on for some reason. She just told me she does not have an answer for that. Is there something else I can help her with? Siri's activated. Is it Siri? Oh, goodness gracious.
So somebody asked a good question, man, that we were actually talking about a couple hours ago on the phone. They asked if either of us had a Cameo. What do you think? What do you think about Cameo?
Lukey paid $279 to tell me that I'm better looking than Johnny Fairplay. I'm better looking than Boston Rob now.
That thumbnail was nice.
Y'all seen Rob? Let's talk about that for a little while. I haven't talked about that yet. Let's talk about Rob and how good Amber cooks. She must be a hell of a cook, right? Or he's eating a hell of a lot of pizza. Tell me what is happening.
Well, dude, Rob was on the island for the past month and a half before season 40 started. So
you would think he would be ready.
I was wondering how much they ate, Sandra and Rob, last season, because I kind of wondered what they did.
Dude, they ate like kings and queens.
They were staying in a hotel.
My wife
was staying in a hotel.
Yeah.
She's right.
They weren't living in that damn shelter that they had out there. That was just for show, man.
They went and they ate 4 or 5. Looked like Rob ate 5 or 6 times a day.
He was hitting up. He was hitting up the meals that they feed the crews, and he was getting seconds.
I'm like, damn, he looks like me now. Rob, what's happening? He used to be the pretty boy. Now I am. Sandra too. Yeah, I know. You can't make fun of women being fat or you get in trouble.
Now, Rob performed well. He was the only one on his tribe that first challenge that grabbed the ring and touched the pole and got his team a point. So.
Rob, hey, I'm going to give it up for Rob. Yeah, I'm saying he gained at least 100 pounds, but the dude is killing it in challenges. With all that extra weight, he's being able to pull and to push, put people on his shoulders, and he is killing. I've never seen Rob kill it like that in challenges. Like he was the reason they won those 2 challenges.
Yeah, they didn't win. They didn't win. He did his job, though. He did his job. So you gain weight?
Dude, he put them on his shoulders. No. If they called me now, I would lose because I'm a fat, too. I want to get monetized, so I don't know if that word you can. So I know I got it. Trust me, I get it. But I think that you want to have a little weight on you, but you don't want to have, what is he, 350? You don't want to have that much weight on you.
I feel like when I went out there, so I was in the
Oh, we got a 275.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Definitely looks better than Rob. That's my boy right there. Where do you get the 279? I keep saying 75.
Dude, Rob,
do they have a number that you can like?
Maybe they're from another country. Maybe they donate like $3 of their currency, and it's like $2.79 of ours or something.
Oh,
I don't know. I'm just guessing, but people seem to be donating like with the Rob.
Rob is more than 240. He's more than 245 because right now. I just stepped on the scale before I did this, and I'm right at 237, which is huge for me. But I'm 5'6". He's probably 375.
He's not 375. Shut up, dude. Jeez.
He's 270. I'd say 270. What you think? He's probably the same. He's probably, just to be honest, I don't want to throw shade right now, but he's probably the same weight as Sandra.
That's funny.
Oh, we got Loki.
Dang, man.
Loki, another 279.
This is a solid comment section here, man.
Jack, that's the difference between, look at that, boy. Look them guns. Look at that. Rob has boobies. That's not.
Russell, how big of a donation do you need to take your shirt off and show and back it up?
I'm not taking my shirt.
$50, dude. Say a number for him. $50.
I'll take it off $50.
$50. Everybody pitch in. I'll throw 5 in. That's what they do on TikTok, man.
I'm not.
And it works.
I mean, shoot, I know I'm fat, but I'm solid. I'd like to go head to head with Rob in like a smash, like a bam challenge. Shirtless Russell, $100.
Hey, Russell, what'd you think of them showing the so they flash back to the poker table thing, and
I'm solid fat, maybe.
This was the first season where they've acknowledged like outside of the game relationships and how that carries over into the game.
Yeah.
I wish they do that more, but I'm really glad they did.
I liked that what they're doing is they have these pregame alliances, and Survivor hates it when they can't explain something. Any production hates it if they can't explain what's going on. Is these pregame alliances happen. So CBS is implementing it into the game, right? They implemented it to where you guys that's watching can actually know what's going on. Nobody, they say a poker alliance. Nobody knows what's going on. What does he mean? So they brought back the footage so you can see exactly what's going on. There's way more going on with pregame alliances than you even know. So I think that they're adapting. They're adapting to pregame alliances. I remember talking to casting director, a good friend of mine, not too long ago, a couple of months ago, and I said, what are y'all going to do about pregame alliances? Because it's happening, whether you like it or not. And she was like, we understand, and we got to work with it. They can't work against it. They can't try to make it stop. They have to work with it. And I think that's how they implement pregame alliances into the game. I like it.
I like it too. I think they should have done it all along. The Challenge on MTV does it pretty much every season. They reuse the same cast every season, so they catch people up and show like screenshots of Twitter and stuff. They definitely had to do it here because there's so much.
Oh, they do.
There's also a lot that we don't see. Of course, you can't put all that in, and not all that's public either. But I'm sure there's a ton. It's tough though, dude. Like how much can you really trust the pregame alliances unless you have a really close relationship? Like right. You still can't really trust someone that you've met once or twice.
When Rob said that he didn't tell he did something separate, and they were it was something after they watched the live show. They all got together on a panel. And Sandra said, I just want to say I love everybody here. And Rob, I love you. And no hard feelings and nothing. And then Rob says, for the record, I want to say I didn't call anyone. I didn't do any pregame alliance, and I believe them. Because sometimes it could. I mean, I can't call. Let's say I'm about to play. I can't start calling everybody. You don't think that person I call is going to immediately call whoever they've been talking to for years? I have to go. I got to go free Willy out there. I got to do it all on my own. So,
hey, look at this donation right here, Russell. You got a nice question.
279. Got to figure out where that 279 is coming from. Or you? Oh, you read that one. No, I can't read that, man. You can't read that.
Get demonetized, but answer the question though. You can still probably answer yes or no.
Do I like Jenna Lewis? I think she's a great person, and I think she's cute, and I could see myself going out on a date with Jenna. If I had her email right now, I'd bring her up. She's fun. We're gonna get her on one day. She's super fun to do lives with.
God, already asked how much for you to get completely naked. You got to start with the shirt, $50, and he said
$10,000,
which I thought was pretty low. $50, I think someone could come through.
I would pay $10,000. You give me $10,000, I'd get butt naked, private, just for you.
You be done with YouTube, man. You can't be doing that. You get kicked off.
No, I wouldn't do it here. I would do it a private message. We got a $199.
That's a good question. Any tips on getting on?
I keep telling people you need to, if you're going to do the show, you have to you step into your character, who you are as a person, and you amplify that by 10. So still be who you are, but be like if you're aggressive, be a little bit more aggressive. If you're shy, be super shy. All that works for you. And then just go like that. Do your thing. Yeah, YouTube's getting a little finicky when it comes to crazy stuff, aren't they?
Yeah, YouTube, I'm not really sure what to think of it. A couple people have asked if you still talk to Shambo. Do y'all?
No.
Is she even on social media?
She's no, she's not on social media. She's not doing. She's probably the last person I've talked to, but she don't like that type of stuff, social media or anything like that. It says, that's messed up. Pam says $199 America is $279 Canadian.
So I got it. So I was correct with that.
Yeah, but so you got to spend $279 to get $199.
Well, I mean, it's converted. It's the same. It's like,
yeah, but so if I bring $100,000 up there, I make it turns into all kind of money. Then I come back.
It's either worth more or less.
So if you want to move over there, that's what you need to do.
Yeah.
Find a place
Taylor Smith had a good question. Does Survivor make players create or use social media? Obviously not. But they should be making YouTube channels if they were smart, because 100,000 YouTube subscribers is actually worth a lot of money. And
I plan on getting that button. I'm getting that $100,000. That 100,000 subscriber button is super hard. You got to respect anybody that gets that, because I see how hard it is. If any of you haven't subscribed yet, that's asking questions, that just wouldn't make sense to me. So if you like the content, please subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Somebody said something. Russell, why is Hatch coming? Yeah, I tell you why Hatch is coming at me. He's coming at me because he just created a YouTube channel and he wants a fight. I've never had a problem with Hatch. That's the thing. I've never had an issue with Hatch. I've always said he was the king of Survivor, the beginning king. Then I took his crown from him. So there ain't no hard feelings there. He's the one that has a problem with me. I don't have a problem with Hatch. I'm not going to get into childish bickering back and forth. I did do a YouTube video when he first came at me, but since then I think he's came at me 2 or 3 more times, and I'm not going to start bickering back and forth. I'm a grown man, so if it was what's his name we was talking about earlier?
I don't know in what context we talked about. A lot of people.
The guy that I want to fight.
Are you talking about Logan Paul? You want to?
Yeah. If it was Logan Paul, then I would have the bickering back and forth because it would make sense in a business stance. See, so I want to fight Logan Paul anyway. So let's make that happen.
So the goal is for Russell to get enough clout and enough followers on YouTube to where he can fight Logan and Jake's dad, Greg Paul.
And I want to fight Greg first, and then
from there,
the hands are going to break down that bloodline.
But YouTube boxing is pretty cool, man.
Indeed. I don't mind.
Hey, listen to this real quick. The opener of this video is pretty crazy. So Hatch is using your name in a lot of his titles to get more views.
All right.
I think my mic's right here. We'll see if it works.
You'll better hear it.
Crying out loud. Am I back to talking about Russell again? What the hell is going on here? Listen,
What's going on is you're obsessed with him, and your videos don't get any views unless you use his name in the title. Is what's going on. You know what's going on, man.
He's like, what's going on here? Am I back talking about Russell? Yeah, you're talking about me, fool. Because I'm what's going to make your YouTube channel successful. But it's okay. I want you to be successful. It's a good thing. I don't think you know how to play the game. I think you got lucky. That's all. Look at he couldn't play with the guys. I keep saying that he can't play with the cast nowadays. He won't ever play again because of what he's doing. What do you think about him, dissing Probst and CBS like he's doing?
Yeah, so he's almost gone the route of where he doesn't care. He talks about behind the scenes stuff. We'll see, man. We'll see what happens, but it kind of lowers the chances of him getting it.
Lukey's throwing out them $1.99s, which is $2.79.
Lukey from Canada, baby. The Canadians are coming through with the donations tonight, man.
Maybe I can. I went to Canada one time. I loved it. I want to go back. But man, when I went to Canada, they picked me up. This lady picked me up at the airport, right? So I'm heading it was during the wintertime. They even bought me a winter coat because they thought, oh, you from Texas, you don't know what you really need. I had like a little windbreaker. They had me this big old thick coat. When I got there, I get in the van and they start taking me to the hotel, right? And the driver, she's going, I'm like, I start texting, hey, something's wrong with the driver. Like she's going, like she was tweaking, dude. She was on drugs, and she was swerved like we were going in the middle of the lane and back and forth. And I'm like, it is snowing like crazy. The roads are full of snow. I'm about to die in Canada with this crazy lady. So I'm like, I keep texting, hey, I don't know who y'all got driving me over there, but I'm about to get out this car and walk. Because she was freaking out. I said, lady, is you okay up there? She was like, dude, she was on something. Had too much meth or something. But I was in the back seat, so that's the only thing that was really bothering me. So anyway, I made it safe. Sure, a lot of people would like for me to crash and burn.
It came up earlier, and someone's saying it again. They're asking why you're not on Cameo. Why you're not on Cameo?
I don't want to. You know why I don't do Cameo? Because I want that special thing. My patrons, they're still watching up here. I'm still live up here. Forgot about being live. I'm about to cut that on.
Link to the Patreon group in his bio right now.
My patrons are watching, and the reason I have certain packages, and the reason I don't do Cameo is because when my Patreons get that package that says, hey, I want can you call my mom and tell her this or that, or call whoever, I do it for them just like that, So I had at one time I went on there and I said, hey guys, since every y'all stuck around, no matter how much you were paying, I will do a video for you, your family, whoever. Just let me know. If anyone at this point that's been with me for as long as they have, they could be paying, you know, what the minimum is, like $5 a month. They could be paying the minimum, and I would do the video for them. You know, so Cameo takes that away from me. They make it to where everybody can. It's easier access. I don't want it to be easy access. So they called me. Cameo called me, and I declined it. Or buy 2 shirts, right?
So what happens when you buy 2 shirts?
I would do a Cameo thing for them.
Oh hell yeah!
But my shirt thing, I also have a shirt. You know, have shirts in a store. I don't know. I'm learning all that stuff, and it looks like it's a mess, but some of the shirts are pretty cool. Put that in the link below too.
Yeah, I need to help you with that, because with Teespring, you can really set it up to where they see all the shirt designs below the video.
Yeah, I want to do some the Russell Hantz Show shirts, hats. I can't find what Teespring has hats.
I don't know. I'm not super familiar. I've seen other people do Teespring, but I haven't gotten into that level where I have merch yet. So
yeah, you got merch.
Not
so
yet.
You're gonna have to bring your wife on sometimes, and all 3 of us are gonna have to talk Survivor.
Oh shoot, she's watching, man. She's a pretty big fan, so she might.
Who's her favorite?
Who's her favorite? She likes Malcolm a lot. I like Malcolm a lot.
Of course she does like Malcolm a lot.
Now, you don't like Malcolm, do you?
I don't like Malcolm.
I like Malcolm, dude. I'm a fan of his.
I'll tell you some private stuff when we get off.
I got you. Who else, man? I'm going blank. There's a lot of people I like. But
I like Joe.
Yeah, he's cool too. I prefer Malcolm over Joe.
Got the same style. Look at Lukey go. Another $1.99 that turns into $2.79.
And then we like Kelly Wentworth a lot as well. And Kelly's
probably gonna be a legend.
I didn't really meet her, but I worked with her for Muscle Milk. So we went and did this thing. It was probably like 40 people, so it's kind of small. And then I saw her on Survivor.
What does that mean? What Lukey's saying?
Lukey's been donating like crazy. Tim Hortons.
Who is that? What does that mean?
I don't know, man. I might have to Google it real quick for you.
Have you ever had? I never had Tim. I never had nobody named Tim. Whoa, Russell is live. Somebody says, yay.
You're late to the party.
Late to the party.
So what's our plan, man, to go live after every Survivor video? We'll just hop on like this. Or Survivor episode, I mean.
Oh, somebody said it's coffee. It's coffee. What? Tim Horton is a Dunkin'. It's some kind of coffee brand. It's like Starbucks. Canadian Starbucks, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Now, what was you saying?
What's our plan to do this like after every Survivor episode, like right after the episode?
Yeah, we're going to do it. I like to do it right as soon as it's over that night. We would have, 1,000 people would be on here.
And for Patreon, you can go live during the episode.
Yeah, I'm live with my Patreon right now.
So do that live during the episode so they can watch it with you.
Well, I turn my Patreon on. Sometimes I talk to them. I'll tell them what's going on. I'll say, I'm going to start doing blogs every once in a while where I'll just click on the Patreon and I'll be like, hey, here's what I'm doing today. So they literally know me personally. Half of them, every single one probably has my phone number at this point because they're the ones that still there because they've been hanging around. This whole delay that I had, that when I said I was going to get back deep into it during season 40, they stuck around. A lot of them stuck around. The ones that have, they all have my phone, my phone number. And I would do anything if they wanted to get on the show. They have a couple that's trying to get on. I'm trying to help them with their videos, and we do all that stuff. Hello from Seattle. That's where Kelly's from, Seattle.
So I don't know if it's Zach. A couple people are asking who I am. So we said at the beginning, but real quick. So I won a TV show, a survival TV show on MTV, and Russell actually watched it. He liked the way I handled myself on the show. My big move was pooping in the drinking water of my enemies to take them out. And as soon as he saw that, as soon as the final episode aired, he called me up and we talked. We became
Lukey
friends.
said he's broke now. He can't do no more.
And then Lukey donated all his coins.
Appreciate it, Lukey. He donated all his coins.
And then I've helped him kind of figure out the YouTube thing since then. And he's obviously learned a lot on his own too. But we're, made real life friends.
He's helped me out. I had this. Let me show you what I had before. It happens to be right here. I had this dinosaur.
Dang.
I don't know if you know anything about. Check this out. Oh,
shout out to Mike Lawson hooking it up with that.
Look, wait. Look at this beauty.
They all kind of look the same, but that's just
look at the screen. Can you see it?
Cracked. You got to take better care of your stuff, man. Come on.
The girls walked on it, boy. I'd be pissed if they walked on this one. So anyway, you couldn't do anything with this thing. What do you mean? They're all the same.
Hey, check it out. Sora the Firekeeper. Well, they all look the same is what I meant. They're not all the same. Hey, you got a donation. Important donation. Read that, Russell.
It says, hi, Ashley. Hey, Ashley. Biggest fan. She's my biggest fan. So this right here, when you mess with this thing and then you hold this one here, it's like day and night, dude. Like I have 1 terabyte on this thing. So Ashley's a big fan. Her mama wants to hang out. Let's hang out. Oh yeah. I want to announce this. We are going to get together and we're going to talk about it quite a bit. We're going to get together a live show with survivors, big brothers, everybody involved. And I'm going to do the Russell Hantz show live where it may either Houston or LA, because everybody's going to LA, but I like to do it here in town to where, so you're going to know a month or so ahead of time. You want to get tickets. It's going to be free to get in. I'm not charging anything like that. It's just going to be a party. That's it. Just a big party.
That's craziness, dude. So Taylor Turner with the 279. Another
279.
Hey, Taylor, are you from Canada? I'm curious just to confirm that all these 279 people are from Canada.
279. I'm getting more donations from Canada. 279. From Luke. I thought you were broke.
Hey, Lukey's back.
I thought he was broke.
Hey, so Taylor Turner with the donation asked what were some things in season 19 and 20 that weren't shown in the edit. That
hold on a second.
Maybe a little
this
story.
Michael, come plug this up. I'm about to lose control here. Hurry. We lose this. We just.
Hey, Dream Cloud with the New Zealand donation.
It's about to go down.
Everybody that's outside of America is donating tonight.
You got it? Woo! That was close. I almost lost it. I started seeing you, seeing your voice, and I knew it was about to turn off.
Damn, you let it get low, man. So
New Zealand in the house. Everybody from New Zealand and Canada. Nobody, I don't know if anybody from Australia is donated. Like I said earlier, if you guys didn't hear this yet, everything that gets donated is going directly back into the show. Like I said, most of the stuff I have was donated from my Patreon group for years of them donating. The $4,000 computer, $200 setup here, $600 setup here, $400 setup, so I want to get other things. I want to get a drone. I want to get a bus to where I can travel from city to city and meet everybody. Like, I want this to be my life.
I'm getting a van 100%. So if you don't get one, we can just use mine. But we will go on tour. Russell will go on tour.
I'm going on tour, man.
Meet with Patreons.
Got a $5 donation in New Zealand. We got New Zealand in the house. And then $1.99.
Hey, America, Diego. Let's go, Diego. America.
So what twist? What's the $5? I lost it.
Hey, so give Zach, I got it. Give Zach a shout out. Just say Zach New for Survivor. That's his name.
Zach New from Survivor. No, what did the? I'm trying to read the other one. Oh, they're coming in now.
But he just needs a clip of you saying that, like endorsing him for Survivor.
Tweeted, would you prefer if you were back? What twist would I prefer if I was back on the show? Man, I don't know. I mean, I think I could do. I used to say I can't do good in Blood and Water, but I think I'd do the Blood and Water twist with one of my daughters. I think that would be interesting. America $1.99, another $1.99 from one. Yeah, so $4.99. What do you need me to say?
Zach New for Survivor.
Zach New. NEW.
Yeah. That's his name. So Zach New. Put Zach New on Survivor. Say something like that.
Put Zach New on Survivor. Now you can record that, redo it, edit it, send it in. Then you're on the show.
Oh man.
Russ Dog. That's my guy.
That's a solid use of $2.
A second idol before Tribal and not before, because I wanted to do something different. I gave Poverty the idol at Tribal last time. That was all for editing purposes. That was all for them to get something different from me. So I did that. 2-79 from Canada in the house. We love you, man. I need to go up there, man. Obviously, I got some love over there in Canada.
What part of Canada are y'all from? Russell's going on tour. It might be this summer, might be next fall.
Yeah, I can drive there.
He'll drive to you all.
I drive to Canada.
Russell's gonna start the Survivor bang bus.
So do we post this? I guess after this we post it live, right?
I think it stays live, or I think it stays up as a video. Yeah, so people can watch it later. I think we really just interacted with the live stream mostly.
Yeah.
What do you think of the?
I mean, we talked a little bit about Survivor, quite a bit.
What do you think about the currency coins, man? The currency coin twist on Survivor.
I've been thinking about that, and that's pretty interesting because let's say you're not in trouble. Let's say Sandra or somebody gets it. Let's say if you feel super comfortable and it says you can only use it for the next 3 tribal councils. Are you going to pay that very valuable coin for that if you're safe? Like if you're like, they ain't going to vote for me for the next 3. I know they're not. So I'm keeping my coin. I'm not going to buy it.
It's too early.
I would buy it. I would be in trouble. I would buy it because I'd be in trouble, obviously.
Of course.
But somebody that wasn't needs to try, because no telling what them coins are going to be able to buy.
So Sandra got to buy it, right? Sandra did buy it. Right.
Sandra got to buy it because
if you were Sandra, would you have used that coin?
Yes. I would have bought it 100%. So something interesting is going to happen with the coins, because it's going to be like Jeff's going to say, okay, if you have a coin, maybe you're safe at the next tribal council if you give me 3 coins right now. You know what I mean? Or something like you're voted out unless you have 3 coins on you.
I think it'll pay off to have coins.
Somehow it's going to pay off.
Reminds me of another show where they had money that they had to spend on the island.
Tanner on Survivor. I don't know who that is.
Maybe say it again. I might have been talking.
Somebody said put Tanner on Survivor. I don't know who that is.
So they're saying
that's him.
They're saying it's Rich.
Put Tanner Tussing. It's Tussing. Put Tanner Tussing on Survivor.
Everyone's gonna be donating now.
That just cost you $1.99.
Way cheaper. Way cheaper than Cameo, man. Way cheaper.
Way cheaper than Cameo.
So people are saying it's set up to help Rob. I disagree with that. I don't think Rob's in a great position. And he got through the first episode, but I feel like Rob will go pretty early. Not necessarily because he's a bad player, but it's just hard for somebody with his star. Everyone's got star power, but Rob is kind of on that top tier. It's a nice little flag patch. 13 colonies.
America. Yeah, you notice that, huh? That's right. There it is. That's right. 13 colonies. That's what Nike banned off of a shoe. The first flag made by, what was her name?
I don't know who made it.
The first person that made the American flag, man. The ones that made the American flags.
Man, what was her name? I don't know that off the top of my head, man.
Somebody knows Betty something or something like that. I'm probably way wrong. Betty Ross. That's right. America.
That's good. That's a good trivia question.
I knew it was Betty something. So I'm liking it. I'm enjoying it. I think we'll have fun. This is going to be the funnest part. So you got tuned because we're going to do this type of thing after every episode. That night, we're going to come in here and just get it right, get it going. We're going to have guests every once in a while. Look, I could put, bam.
Another
guest would be right below.
Guests. Boom. Above and below.
I'd have 2 guests. Yep.
Hell yeah.
Boom. I could just take you out. Bam. Just like that. Boom. See, I'm learning.
Solid.
And then when somebody, I've seen them before be able to just put your face. If you were talking.
Can you do that? I think you click like an audio button or something where whoever's talking it goes to, which is pretty solid setup too, but split screen gets the job done. I think.
Right now I don't want to press any buttons because it'll probably disconnect us.
Dude, we crushed it, man. We figured it out.
You figured it out?
Yeah, if you need help setting it up for like other guests, just hit me up. Because you can do a lot of guests.
Somebody said they just became a patron. Oh, Lukey just become a patron.
Oh, hell yeah.
Appreciate it. Here, look. I'll be able to see right here.
Get him in the Facebook group.
This is my patron computer. Let me see. Let me see what Lukey's doing. Bam. I feel like I'm like a scientist inventing something.
Did you just open another computer?
I just opened another computer, baby. That's how we roll around this household. I want to get another one like this, though.
Social media survivor, man. It's a new era.
Gracie, come see Gracie.
So, Todd, the Survivor auction, man, if you rewatch the old seasons, there was not a lot of action. Nowadays, they're having to cram so much action into 42 minutes, and it's difficult to do that. So the auction would be a waste of time.
Lukey's pledging $10 a month. Appreciate it, Lukey. You probably can see me right now on my live. Gracie! That's my daughter.
Mr. TNA 2005, what's up?
Gracie does most of the we got 250 people watching.
Gracie's a professional movie reviewer.
She does the movie review. Can you press the cancel over there?
She's Dude, she's a tough critic, man. She gave the Sonic movie an F?
C+. No, she gave it a C+.
Oh, okay.
She gave Gretel and Hansel an F.
Okay. I enjoyed the movie reviews. I liked it. I don't know how anyone can consider you a bad person.
We're doing one tomorrow on what was the name of the movie?
Am I doing it?
No, you didn't watch it.
Oh, that one.
What is it?
It was a scary
Oh, the island one. What was that? The something island. Fantasy Island. Yeah. So bad I didn't really I don't want to say what it is.
Can Gracie hear me, or is it just in your headphones?
Here, Gracie.
Why was that? I'll just. What's up, Gracie?
Hi.
I liked the movie reviews. So I was talking with my wife Autumn, and we think that you're going to be the first Hans to win Survivor. Would you ever play Survivor when you're 18?
Maybe. I mean, I don't know.
Do you watch Survivor?
No, I've never watched it.
You've never watched Survivor? What is this? What is this? You got to watch season 19 is a really good season.
Okay.
Season 19. All right, you can give Russell the thing back.
What?
You said I can watch them.
Okay.
So do I think.
Hey, I told her I thought she was going to be the first Hans to win Survivor, and I asked her if she had ever seen the show, and she said she hasn't seen it. Man, you need to show her.
We were watching the clips the other day of when they showed me and the different things they would show in the history of the show that they did just the other day, and I was I was like, okay, that's all they're going to show me again. She said, wait, I want to watch the rest of it. I was like, you should watch the show. You really enjoy it. You would really like especially this.
How old is she?
12.
Okay, so 6. You think Survivor will be around in 3 years, 4 years?
Yeah,
Wait,
it might be.
It needs to be around in 6 years. My bad. I'm an idiot.
Why would you name yourself Adolf Hitler? Why would you do that?
Bro,
I'm not going to answer your question, Mr. Hitler. I'm not going to do it.
These people are trolls, man.
Brandon Hance was on there. Yeah, he was on.
Man, I'm shocked that your kids haven't seen Survivor. Have your older daughters, the twins? I know, but you can still watch it now, though. You're old enough to watch it now.
It is kind of shocking they don't sit there and watch it. My older ones has, but these they would be like, whoa, if they ever really watched it.
It's intense, dude. They'd probably be like, damn, you're a monster.
I know.
You're a savage.
My dad. You want to meet the people, Michael? You want to meet the people?
Now Michael's a little closer. Get Michael on, man. Now Michael seriously might be able to pull it off.
Yeah.
He's quiet.
You need endurance and all that for the show. That's one thing he has. He hurt his back though, so he ain't gonna better make his first meet.
I don't think Michael. He probably has never even had an enemy in his life.
No,
which is great for winning Survivor.
Yeah, people don't. It's crazy when they find out I'm his dad. All the teachers freak out. They're like, "What?"
So they know who you are. The teachers, I would assume they do. If they're
Russell Hance was own big brother. Yes, I was. How'd you know that? I didn't see that episode. No, you're talking about Willie Hance.
Yeah, you're the dude that headbutted that guy.
Yeah. All right, what we got going up over here? What y'all got going on?
Talking about cheese.
All right, so I guess that's it. We can't stay on here forever. We've been on an hour and 23 minutes. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. I'm out with this thing. I want it to get bigger and bigger. It makes me more. That's why you get more and more content, because we're growing so fast. So you haven't subscribed. I know that 64 of you that watch haven't subscribed. So subscribe, hit that notification button, comment below, and tell us what you think about what guest would you like to see. I'd like to have Richard. What you think about bringing Richard Hatch on? live.
You gotta do it, man. You got to. If he's gonna make all those videos about you, then he should have an open discussion with you.
Yeah, you can be my co-host here, so we're gonna have me.
I don't know what my role would be in that. I'd probably just watch y'all talk.
Right. You can have your opinions. So, Luke, wait, remember me, Lukey. No, you're part of the team now, Lukey. You ain't got nothing to worry about now. Check out what I say on that thing. But anyway, yeah. So subscribe, comment below. Who would you like to come on? I'm gonna try to get old Jenna Lewis on next week. She may come on for us. She's fun, man. You'll like her. So that's it. Kim Spalding. She's disappointing me.
Now we got to figure out how to turn this off. I don't know if you see a button.
About to end it. So
Okay.
appreciate you guys watching, and keep hope alive. Keep thriving.
Subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, tell them about your YouTube channel.
Just type in Cody Thrive and check it out. I got a few videos up.
He sells shoes like he's Bill Gates.
And I'm a door-to-door salesman. That's the next move for the YouTube channel. Door-to-door
And he's
salesman.
in the military.
I do a few things. And I do a little podcast with Russell about survival.
Yes. All right, guys. See y'all later. I don't know. I probably didn't end it.
You don't know what the button is, bro? I knew you didn't. Come on.
Button.
I think mine says leave studio.